Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and hits 103.9 FM in Accra, in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Sankara FM Yendi, Castle FM Cape Coast, Laura FM Laura, and Radio Max Takrade. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, armed robbers robbed more than 10 commercial vehicles at gunpoint on the Dodowa-Somanya route Thursday night using a roadblock.
They shot into they gave a warning shot. The driver had to park, and then most of the passengers had to run into the bush.
Also coming up, IMF staff mission declares that Ghana's economy is recovering after almost a month of implementing the support program. We have details, and Organised Labour wants government to be upfront on the exclusion of pension funds from the domestic debt exchange program.
They are not saying the truth. They will say this, another time they say another thing. IMF, why didn't they say?
In business,
SNED proposes increase in pension contribution of workers' salary as it backs proposals to increase retirement age. We hear from the Director General of SNED on the Joy Business Report.
And much later on the National Science and Math Quiz, we have a wrap of 9 contests involving 42 schools, which took place in the Central Region. I am Amia Sinyamiche Thompson. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly with details. More than 10 commercial vehicles are said to have been ambushed by armed robbers, with passengers robbed of their goods on Thursday night. This took place on the Dodowa-Somanya route in the Greater Accra region's Shai Osudoku district. Eyewitnesses say the armed robbers staged a traffic roadblock near Agomeda-Luo Junction about 9 p.m. as they engaged in the 45-minute operation. Here are some victims telling the story to Joy News.
That is we were using a motor king. So one of our guys fell off the motorbike. So the 2 of us have to escape. So we managed to escape. Unfortunately, when we escaped, there were 2 other vehicles, and one saloon car and then 1 passenger car. We tried to stop the 2 vehicles, they didn't stop. And then they also drove in and then they stopped them. But for the commercial vehicle, that is the Sprinter, they shot into they gave a warning shot. The driver had to park, and then most of the passengers had to run into the bush. A few of them were got hold of, and then I think they took most of their belongings.
And the driver of one of the commercial cars involved in the incident also told Joy News his experience.
I was on the Somanya road when I saw the roadblock. I tried to reverse, but they started giving warning shots. So I parked my car and fled into the bush. But one of them followed me and caught up with me. I struggled with him, but I was overpowered after he hit me with a weapon. I'm really hurt.
We're here to hear from the police on the matter, but we're sure to do so in subsequent bulletins. Now, 2 persons are battling for their lives at the Upper West Regional Hospital after they were allegedly shot by the police, who mistook them for armed robbers. They are known hunters in the enclave who were returning from a night hunting expedition when they ran out of petrol on one of their motorbikes. They parked on the shoulders of the road only to be bumped into by the police patrol team and allegedly gunned down. Joy News Upper West Regional correspondent Rafiq Salam reports.
The duo, who claimed to be hunters, were returning from their night hunting expedition when the police patrol team on early Wednesday morning bumped into them. Neither has the police allegedly uttered a word to them, nor has the victims provoked them, but the former opened fire on them and gunned the duo down. One of the victims, 30-year-old Edmond Taboroma, narrating the incident exclusively to Joy News, revealed that they were returning home after a successful hunting night where they killed 3 rats and 8 hedgehogs when the alleged shooting occurred. They started shooting immediately. I was the first to be gunned down. I struggled to get up, but I couldn't. They picked my bag, searched it, and got my 3 rat meat and the hedgehogs. They threw all into their petrol car. He stated, Member of Parliament for the Dafima Bure is a constituency and who is directly related to the victims, Dr. Sebastian Sandare, is not happy with the incident and called for thorough investigation on the issue.
You open fire on them, didn't even bother to check on the people that you open fire, whether they are dead or whatever. I mean, arrest them so that even you can protect their lives first.
Rafiq Salam from WA. Now, an International Monetary Fund staff mission has declared that Ghana's economy is showing signs of recovery after almost a month of implementing the support program. This was captured in a statement issued by the IMF after its staff mission led by Stéphane Roudet visited Ghana from June 8th to June 15th, 2023. The visit, according to the IMF, was part of its regulator engagements with Ghanaian authorities and other stakeholders. My colleague Joseph Akable joins me with more. Joseph, what more are we learning?
And so the IMF notes that inflation is softening. There's also an increase in international reserves and a less volatile exchange rate. The mission chief also said that during their visits, their discussions focused on recent macroeconomic developments against a backdrop of global economic situation. On the domestic debt exchange program, it added that in discussing the progress on the debt restructuring operations, we reiterated that timely restructuring agreements with creditors are essential to secure expected benefits of the fund-supported program.
Thank you, Joseph. Well, on debt restructuring, organized labor is urging government to stay away from pension funds. After more than 5 months of exemption, Joy News is learning that government is considering including pension funds in the domestic debt treatment. General Secretary of Ghana Federation of Labour, Abraham Kumson, has told Joy News the association is yet to receive an official proposal from government, but wants government to be upfront.
We have not been formally or officially invited to any meeting to discuss this thing.
But do you sense that government will eventually call you to come for a haircut?
Oh, we are expecting them to call for that one because they wanted such meeting, I think, at the ending of April. But unfortunately, the technical, team had left for Bolgatanga. They are not saying the truth. Today they will say this, another time they say another thing. IMF, what didn't they say?
And that was General Secretary of Ghana Federation of Labour, Abraham Kumson. Now, creating a problem to solve another problem. That is how the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana is describing government's new agriculture-focused economic enclave project. Executive Director Charles Nyaba is pessimistic about the feasibility of the initiative. The EEP seeks to encourage commercial farming with the aim of reviving the ailing economy. Government will make available suitable lands fitted with power supply, irrigation, warehousing, and other inputs to enable stress-free farming across the country.
What it's likely to do is for landowners and chiefs to displace farmers who are already farming in those lands, and then we clear them and develop for the economic and food program. So I'm thinking that we are going to create a problem by trying to solve another problem. I think it's good. We have limited expansion, we have limited irrigation facilities, we have poor feeder road network. But as I always said, poor consultation of stakeholders led to poor implementation of several projects in Ghana.
And in a culmination of fierce competition, unexpected twists and remarkable achievements, the Central Region qualifiers of the National Science and Math Quiz have come to an exhilarating close. Michael Ashali has a wrap of the happenings in the region.
The Central Regional NSMQ qualifiers reached a thrilling climax, leaving spectators captivated by the remarkable display of knowledge. As the curtains fell on the competition, several schools emerged as victors, setting the stage for an intense battle in the upcoming regional championship. In a resounding victory, Holy Child School showcased their intellectual prowess, securing a convincing win that left no doubt about their exceptional capabilities.
I knew that we would win. We knew we would win.
This year, what's the plan?
We don't belong here. We don't belong here at all.
Meanwhile, University Practice School triumphed in a fiercely contested 5-school contest.
We waited for this for long.
Since the inception of the National Science and Maths Quiz, Wesley Girls Senior High School has escaped the regional qualifiers. After their shocking defeat in 2022, they made their debut appearance in the regional qualifiers.
Yes, Wesley Girls.
Neutron.
Neutron is correct.
And they proved their mettle.
We're preparing towards this, and we must say that God crowned our efforts with success.
And that was Michael Ashali's report. That's it for the bulletin. In our top story, armed robbers robbed more than 10 commercial vehicles at gunpoint on the Dodowa-Somanya route Thursday night using a mounted road barrier. I am Mamiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Up next is business on the Super Morning Show.
You know, you see that.